What's up guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about how to grow muscle and especially how to grow your quads. If you don't know, I'm a personal trainer and before that I have like 7-8 years of training. I do weightlifting, I do gymnastics. I'm always trying to mix being the best of both worlds when you combine two activities. So let's go. So to build muscle training wise, the main thing is going to get a good tension in the muscle and progressively overload the weight that you're lifting. In theory, this is simple because you just got to find an exercise and add a little more weight as the weeks come by. The problem is when you want to give a good amount of tension in the muscle, especially in compound lifts, for example the squats. You can do squats very differently from one person to another. So one person maybe have the best tension you can in their quads and the other is gonna get all the tension in the glutes and hamstrings. So the same exercise will not give the same tension. And also when you try to overload as the weeks come by, one thing that can really mess you up is changing the technique while you're adding weights. I've seen a lot of people like they get a pretty good form in the squat at first, but then when they learn that they have to add more weight to basically grow more muscle, they basically let their ego took over, and with that extra weight, their form is not the same that there was before. That's what I want to say. You start from a good form with all the tension in the quads, and then you add weight, and suddenly all the tension will be in your glutes because you change the techniques to lift more weights. This is not the thing you want to do because at first you wanted to grow your quads. So you have to keep essentially the same techniques and then add the weight. Stay a little bit aware and not let your ego take over because you gotta realize when your form is breaking down, and sometimes it takes a little while to add weight. So maybe add more reps, maybe do another set. This is gonna be less of an issue when you get to isolation movements, but especially for compound movements, you just gotta make sure to hit the right muscle. The quadricep muscle is made of 4 sections. If you want to stretch your quads the most, you have to find the exercise that requires you to bend your knee as much as possible. And if you want to grow especially the rectus femoris, which is the upper part, which is inserted in your knee and in your hips, you have to also try to get an extension as much as possible on the hips to really stretch that muscle out. I think the best exercise to give this kind of stretch is CC squats, which is not ideal because it's really difficult to execute, and a lot of people have not the knee strong enough to do the exercise, and also it's a really hard exercise to overload with. So I would not recommend starting with this exercise, but at the end of the session I usually do 1 or 2 sets of CC squats just to finishing off the quads with a really good stretch. Another really good exercise for that is leg extension. Some machines are better than others, and the way you can tell that one leg extension is best than the other is with the stretch part. If your legs are bending only to 45 degrees and then lose all the tension because the machine is stopping right there, that is not a good machine. And unfortunately, a lot of leg extension are like that. But some of them allows you to really bend your knees and give the really good stretch on the end of the rep. So if you have that machine in your gym, really go for it. I hope that all of that made sense. I'm gonna get to the gym, I'm gonna show you my training, explain what I do, and maybe dive a little bit in the details of form of squats, form in press, and the other exercise I like to do in my leg day. So what is my current leg day looking focus quads again? I'm gonna start with back squats. I'm gonna do 3 sets, I think 2 or 3 sets, and I'm not training fully hypertrophy like I used to. I'm really right now I'm really trying to get my weight up on the squats. I'm trying to get stronger on squats, so I'm gonna start with that with 3 sets, back squat of course, The best I had was two sets of 2 reps at 160. We're gonna try to beat that today, get at least 3 reps on the first set, and then see how much we can do to the second and third sets. Maybe the third set I will go down on weight, try 150 or 140. Then we're gonna have 1 set of front squats. This is really good for back extension because it really forces you to stay as upright as possible when you're doing the lift. So that's why I'm implementing the front squat in my training program, also because I want to be better at weightlifting. And as you know, in the clean and jerk, the clean is the reception on front squat. We're gonna move on to the rest of the session, which is full hypertrophy. First real exercise for hypertrophy is gonna be leg press. I like the incline leg press, and I'm shooting for 8 to 12 reps usually. Then, depending of what machines are available, I'm either going to calves, doing 4 sets of calves, or adductors. So one of the two, either way, the other is going to be after. And I'm finishing off the legs with 4 sets of leg extension. Again, going to 8 reps and above, usually 10. 10 reps is the sweet spot for me, with as much weight as possible. Really trying to contract as much as possible on the top and letting slowly the reps go down to really control and have the best tension I can on the quads. Currently at the leg press, so I did 3 sets of squat like I said. First 3 reps, really happy with that. I was hoping to do 3 reps for the second set also, but I was not sure that I could get it or not. So I played it safe and stayed at 2 for now. But next week we're gonna shoot absolutely for 2 times 3. And yeah, so now moving to hypertrophy leg press. I put 5 plates both sides, and hopefully we're gonna get to 8 reps. So let's go.
see, I'm keeping my lifting shoes to being able to put as much tension on my quads, being able to get that extra flex in the knees, deeper stretch, and really bracing the core to stock yourself in the seats. That's the way leg press should be done.
Woo! End of the session. I'm exhausted. It's been a long time since I've had the time to do a proper leg day during the week, because usually this leg day is on Tuesday and I'm getting the workout just before going to work, so I have a limited amount of time, so I don't get to get as much rest as sometimes I need. It was good this time to get the time to do the leg day, not rush into the sets, and make sure I'm getting the rest I need between each set. As you can see, after leg press I did some calves. Now I'm really focusing on it. I'm choosing to do one leg after the other because when I do the two at the same time, usually my left calves is taking over all the work, is making all the work basically. So to prevent that, I'm starting with the right leg, doing as much rep as I can, and then switching to the left leg. And after I do the two to get some drop set going. And for the last exercise, the leg extension was taken. I choose to do sissy squat instead at the Smith machine. I did 3 sets of that. We're gonna get home and then I'm gonna jump into the details of what you or someone else can do to improve the training program, choosing the exercise wisely, trying to get a good form on each exercise, and we're gonna talk about that. We are starting to feel the summer again. The sunset is just starting and it's almost 9 p.m. which is incredible. I love that feeling when the sun stays up pretty late. It feels like the day is never ending, and it feels like it brings like a good mood. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I'm always in a better mood when summer is approaching. Yeah, I wanted to film yesterday, but when I got home, I took a shower and my roommate just brought some pizza. So what could I do? I ate the pizza, and then I lie down in front of the TV, and then it was already too late to film anything and I got to bed. But we are now the next day, so I'm gonna ending it here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something from that video. Maybe you learned something. Leave me your comments and let me know if you want to see another video like that, to know more about another muscle, another exercise. Subscribe to the channel, and of course I see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm going up.